This is Din Talks, amazing tech channel, and I'm really honored to be on this channel today and on this video. And basically today I'm just going to introduce the best DSLR cameras for beginners. If you're just getting started with photography, filmmaking, making YouTube videos, or you're just like an aspiring content creator, then this video is just going to give you some kind of great tips on buying cameras and giving you some great options on DSLRs to buy as a beginner. And just a quick thing, I'm using the Canon 750D to achieve this kind of video quality, and if you like that, then hopefully Din Talks will leave that in the description down below. Let's get on to the best DSLR cameras for beginners.
Thank you, Ali Karim, for helping us out with today's list. Number 6, Nikon D5300. The D5300 was around a little more than a year before the D5500 technically replaced it, which has in turn been replaced by the D5600. It shares the same 24.2 megapixel sensor with the identical maximum ISO 25600 sensitivity as a D5500, whilst the D5300 X-Speed 4 image processor and 39-point autofocus system have been carried over to its replacement. The D5300 doesn't sport a fancy touchscreen control, you do get GPS instead, while the D5300's 600-shot battery life will still outlast a Canon EOS Rebel T6i, EOS 750D. All in all, it may not be the latest entry-level DSLR, but the D5300 is still a smart buy. Number 5, Canon EOS Rebel T6i. The EOS Rebel T6i, also called the EOS 750D outside the US, may have just been by the EOS Rebel T7i 800D last year, but it's still a great option if the price of the newer model puts you off. While the sensor isn't quite as good as the one on the newer T7i, despite sharing the same resolution, it's still very good, while the very angled touchscreen is still one of the best around. AF performance could be better though, and overall, this is still a very capable entry-level DSLR. Number 4, Nikon D5600. The D5600 competes directly with Canon's EOS Rebel T7i, EOS 800D at the upper end of the entry-level DSLR market. Where Nikon's D3000 series cameras are designed at cost-conscious introductory DSLRs, the D5000 series is preferable if you want to get more creative. The D5600 sports a large 3.2-inch very angled touchscreen, and while the live view focusing speed could be quicker, the 39-point AF system is the best you'll find at an entry-level DSLR. There isn't much wrong with the D5600's 24.2 megapixel sensor either, delivering excellent results, while the logical control layout of the D5600 makes it easy to use. Number 3, Canon EOS Rebel T7i. The EOS Rebel T7i, also known as the EOS 800D, sits at the top of Canon's entry-level EOS DSLR range. Sporting a newly designed 24.2 megapixel sensor that delivers an improved high ISO performance over other models, the Rebel T7i's autofocus also gets a boost, now with a 45-point arrangement that is backed up by an excellent live view AF system. There is also a newly designed graphical interface that will certainly make this camera even more appealing to new users, but the absence of 4K video and the quality of the exterior materials disappoint. Perhaps the most expensive option out there, but definitely one of the best. It's a bit more expensive than other cameras on the list, but it's definitely worth the price. Number 2, Nikon D3400. It's just been replaced by the D3500, but don't discount the 3400. Sporting a range of features perfect for the novice user, this is still a great camera to get started on the road to more creative photography. Sharing many of the same internal specs as the D3500, the battery life is brilliant, while the images won't disappoint. If you don't mind having the latest model, and you can pick up the D3400 for less than the D3500, then this is still a great buy. One downside with this camera is that it doesn't have a microphone port. Number 1, Nikon D3500. Nikon's latest entry-level DSLR replaces the D3400, and while it shares a very similar specification on the inside, it benefits from a comfier hand grip and revised control layout at the rear. The new 24.2 megapixel sensor delivers excellent levels of detail, while the 3500 is easy to get to grips with. This is helped by Nikon's clever guide mode that gives real-time explanations of key shooting features. If you're looking to get more creative with your photography and looking for the first DSLR, the Nikon D3500 is hard to beat. It has Bluetooth connection with no Wi-Fi and no touchscreen, just like most other cameras on the list.
That was a pretty great video. If you did enjoy, then make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on post notifications. Definitely subscribe and share this video with your friends and family if they are getting into filmmaking, photography, anything along that line. Now, if you do need a camera bag, which I'm suspecting you're going to need one, DinTalks is actually offering a 30% offer, a discount on a great camera bag, so make sure you check that out in the description down below. And by the way, if you found me entertaining or whatever, make sure you check out my tech channel, aka Jacob, where I post daily tech videos like smartphone reviews, camera tips. I'm an aspiring filmmaker as well, so a lot of stuff on that. And aside from that, make sure you check me out on social media at AKJQYT everywhere. And if you really like me and you want to receive free stuff and gifts and mystery packages, make sure you check out my Patreon. I got some pretty great offers there. AKJQ is my Patreon name. Now, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to both of our channels for some great tech content. Peace.